Hello, my name is Vincent Lopez from Independent Living Resource Center, San Francisco. I'm the wheelchair and mobility device technician for the Nick Feldman Wheelchair Repair Program. We are sponsored by San Francisco Human Service Agency, and this presentation is our mobility devices all season. Medicare Durable Medical Equipment Parameters. Medicare Part B medical insurance covers wheelchairs and power operated vehicles, scooters, as durable medical equipment. DME that your doctor prescribes for use in your home, according to Medicare.gov. Although people use DME in the community, medical coverage is only for in the home. This means that power chairs, walkers, rollators, and manual wheelchairs are not required to be waterproof or weatherproof. DME is not all season, and do not try to drive in the rain or wet conditions. Here's a few examples I've seen that have caused damage to people utilizing mobility devices: driving in the rain, driving through puddles, storing your mobility device outdoors, or driving over the grass and sand. Here's some examples of damage that I've seen from wet driving. Joystick damage. Unfortunately, the joysticks are not waterproof, and joysticks are costly and take time to order. And usually they're set up for your specific mobility device. The control unit or brain. The control unit rides in the base of power chairs. If going through puddles, the control unit can get wet and can be damaged. Suspension. Suspension components will rust and cause binding of the components and eventual failure. Rusted bolts will break. Machine components will rust and cause binding. On your wheels and bearings, although bearings are considered sealed, they can get debris, hair, dirt, fabric, water, or a few examples in the wheel bearings. Bearings can get contaminated from being submerged in wet. The grease will be washed out of the bearings, which can cause them to bind and seize. Here are two pictures that I have showing bearing damage. On the left, there's a caster wheel off of a power chair where the bearings have seized, and pretty much the caster wheel is deformed because the wheel was dragging while being driven. On the right is a picture of what happens when your caster bearing seizes on there, and basically it ended up breaking off and bending down on there. So pretty much with this example, that caster arm will need to be replaced, also the fork and the wheel. Here's an example of water intrusion on a joystick cable. The picture on the left is a connector on the joystick cable that plugs into the joystick itself. And on the bottom right of the connector, you can see corrosion from water intrusion, and it ended tracing up down the wire to the next picture, which is on the right, where the connector goes into the power chair, of that being corroded also. It followed the wire all the way down, and it could cause shorts, or it could lose contact. Suspension and frame damage. In the picture we have here, we have a frame of a power chair where the caster arms ride on, and it's supposed to be a smooth machine surface, but it's rusted. So basically, if we even replace the caster arm assembly, that part will be rusted and will cause binding. Preventive measures could be greasing it with white lithium grease or possibly a blue grease on there, but it's really no guarantee from that thing rusting because it's not a sealed component and it's part of the frame. To effectively fix this correctly, you would have to replace the frame of the power chair. And enough with the bad. Let's go into some preventative measures that you can use to protect your mobility device while being in the rain. Number one is don't drive in the rain. If you need to drive in the rain, try to use a rain poncho to protect yourself and your device. Limit your time in the rain. Put a plastic bag on the controller. Avoid puddles and deep water when you're done driving the chair or using the mobility device. Bring it to a warm, dry place after driving, and preferably in front of a fan to blow dry the chair or near a heater. Wipe down the chair with a dry cloth, focusing on the wheels and components. And do not spray components with WD-40. Use Triflow or Corrosion X, which will be safe for the wheel bearings and the bearing grease. Lubricant choice. We have WD-40, which is a penetrant. WD-40 will go through and lubricate everything, but it's a penetrant, so it'll also, when it goes to clean, it'll end up eating the grease that holds your wheel bearings together. That's inside the wheel bearings of your mobility device. So if you spray that, yes, it will work for a little while, but unfortunately, over time, it will eat the grease out of it, and then it'll get dry. And WD-40 also attracts water. So it'll attract water into that area, which causes premature failure of wheel bearings. I recommend using either Corrosion X or Triflow. In this example, I have Corrosion X, which is a lubricant and penetrant. It does not attract water. It's safe for lithium grease, and it also protects against rust, and it lubricates the item. One nice thing about it too is it's electronics safe. So do not use WD-40. You could either use Corrosion X or Triflow. Those are the two good lubricants for mobility devices. And to contact our wheelchair repair program or mobility device repair program, you can reach out to Independent Living Resource Center San Francisco. The email is info@ilrcsf.org, or you can visit our website at www.ilrcsf.org, or you can call 415-543-6222 if you happen to use a TTY phone, 415-543-6698. If you'd like to reach me directly, the wheelchair repair program technician, you can reach out to me at vincent@ilrcsf.org, or you can call at 415-543-6222, extension 2231, or to get the direct line, you can either text or call at 415-609-2555. Please leave any questions in the comment section, and thank you so much for your time, and I hope this information helps.